So we got one more thing. I think we need to go outside for it though, Ed.
Do I know about this?
All right, good morning. It's time to unveil a little secret that only you guys are aware of. See this Rokon right here? In our last video, go check it out. We used it as a distraction for Ed, but we had bigger plans for it. The real reason we bought this Rokon, if this was yours and that was not mine, what color would it be?
Oh, this would be yellow. That color yellow.
We're gonna paint this thing and we're gonna give it to Matt at the unveiling of the Golden Nugget. We appreciate Matt for everything he's done and for everything he's thrown our way with the Golden Nugget project, with the banana, with the Rokon, with the trailer, everything. Without all that, you guys wouldn't be watching. So we appreciate him, and this is a little token of our appreciation. We're gonna redo this Rokon for him, let him enjoy it with Ed. I have literally 6 days until the unveiling, and I've got to get that sandblasted, get it painted, get it back together, and hide it from Matt when we go down to Hurricane. So we got a lot to do. The race is on. We're gonna get this thing disassembled. Luckily, we just got done with the Rokon, so we have bags that are labeled for every single part of this job. Okay, so I got the belt protector off, so we can get that all baggied up. This is fiberglass, so we'll just clean it up and paint it. Gotta get stickers for this thing made.
The master link on this chain to remove the chain off of it.
Hillbilly, we're gonna have to re-tap this front bolt. All right, in theory, that seat should pull right off. And it did.
Sweet.
It's got an actual shock in here.
Looks like I need some fiberglass work.
Oh,
where they have it all taped up. It looks like it was pulled more than just a couple times to break the big rope. One chain removed, 2 more to go.
That was easy. All right, here, do the honors. Got it. So the reason we cut this is we're gonna change the fuel line, change the fuel filter. Luckily, it's basically just a Briggs & Stratton. That'll be easy to replace. No big deal. You check this out. It's literally almost the exact same as the other one. It's got a magneto down in there. Goes there, goes here. So the magneto powers it, regulates it. So I'm gonna cut all these zip ties so that when we look back through this video, we got a big zip tie here, got another one in the middle. This one is zip tying the wire. This one's zip tying the wires. And this side it's zip tying nothing. Now we have little ones right here. Going to the rear light, 3 zip ties. One right here also. So we're making ourselves a reference sheet. See what colors these are. So green goes to green and yellow goes to brown. So it goes under, over, under, and then locks in. Oh, that broke. We'll need to zip tie that together or something. Oh, that's a brake switch. That's what that is.
The brake light.
Yeah. We gotta get that bolt off. One rear hitch, expertly removed. Whoa.
Don't break it.
Looks like we need an LED one now.
Sounds like it was already broken. Since this one's adjusted well, let's mark where the bolts go and let's not mess with them. That one is tiny. I can't believe this is the world record holding Rokon. I almost feel blessed working on it. It's coming apart quickly and nicely. It's like these bolts were put in for us to take out. It's working well. Got my cloggers on today. Uh-oh. Okay, fender's out. So we're trying to hurry. I was supposed to be on the road 2 hours ago for South Dakota. We had a late night getting everything done, so I decided to come in this morning, get this all taken apart so we can meet our deadline. All right, exhaust bolts out. Now let's get the foot pegs. This one's being stubborn. These are for the rear rider, so next time we want to break a world record, we can just put more foot pegs on. Throttle bracket out of here. Got the cable disconnected. So this is the exhaust shield and throttle bracket. Got it. Oh, that came right off. Got it. This thing's got a centrifugal clutch, just like a snowmobile. That belt pulled off.
We should get the hydraulic gas strap, adjustable gas shock to make the ride more comfortable.
That'd be great, except we don't have time. This wire goes underneath there and through the brake bracket.
This wire.
for routing. For future reference when we go back through this video. Hold the bike.
Got it.
Well, now the pin's stuck because we mushroomed it. We got to put the belt on before the kickstand. The front centrifugal clutch has to come out to get the engine out.
You think you can start it by spinning that fast enough?
Absolutely not.
The trim pack.
Yeah, absolutely not. That sucker's pressed on.
There's an easy way to get it off. You tip it on its side, you fill the hole full of water,
No,
put
we got
electrical tape around the bolt, suck it back in, it pops it off. The back one comes off with ease. It's the motor one that you have to worry about getting off.
I just want.
Let's get this brake line out of there.
It's like hard. Doesn't that hurt your head?
What?
The cap on it? Why do you take it off?
The brake caliper. You gotta set it up on its side, put water in there.
It's got holes that go into the clutch. We just need to get my puller on it.
Definitely will have to clean that out.
See that? It's got good brake pucks.
Well, good that it's pinched, because now we won't lose the brake adjustment.
No, we have to because it's got to come out through that hole.
Well, die grinder, make a little slit, so you can slide the cable out of it.
Just like that. Okay, that's done. This one's a little bit more intricate than Ed's. One brake bracket. So Hillbilly said, the internet says the crow's foot will take that off. I don't necessarily believe that, but we're willing to try things. When in doubt, do not throttle out of that. Okay, cool, it's working. YouTube for the win. When in doubt, YouTube it.
Looks like we need to do some Scotch brighting.
Good job. The motor's disconnected now. All we gotta do is unbolt it. Let's see if we can get this bolt out without taking the clutchity poo-poo off.
There's a little BB in this hole.
There's one on this side too. Oh, I'll bet that keeps the grease and, keeps dirt out of it. We gotta make sure that those BBs go back in. Let's get it, let's grab a magnet real quick and hurry and pull them out. I got my side. It's a BB to plug the hole.
Yeah, the back side of that, where the hole's at, on the BB is rusty.
One more bolt. Motor mounts are undid. Voila! You guys seeing this? Oh yeah. Ready? Voila! Removed with perfection. Now in theory, this gearbox should come right out. It's binding up for some reason.
Carrier bearing.
Oh, it's wanting to pull that out, isn't it?
Yes.
That is quite the shaft. Wow.
We gotta push that back down.
It's a little love tappy. Got it! We are disassembled all the way to the forks now. Let's get all our bolts and stuff picked up and out of the way. We broke the front chain link, so we'll get a new one of those. In theory, this wheel should just fall right off. Fell right off. We gotta reevaluate our stand situation. Last week this thing was cutting a world record, and now I'm holding it in my hands. We missed one thing over here. So we're just getting the front brake off while Hillbilly's snoozing.
Looks like we need to throw a little tacky tack on that.
Okay, we got the light off. Now we're gonna get this gearbox pulled out. Okay, that wire and that wire goes behind the gearbox. Oh, nice. Came right out. Handlebars are off. Okay, we need to get the fender off in order to get, oh, and then we gotta drill these rivets. Got a mud flap. It's gotta come off.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Now all we have is the forks, and then just a few little things, and we're out of here. Kevin, you don't know it, but we're coming for you. All righty.
And then pop these bearings out.
Okay, check this out. We got us a bare frame. That didn't take too long. Cool, got it. One little mud flap. It's the nice thing about doing body work. When you mess something up, you just fix it. People are gonna cringe when they see me using this body hammer with a punch. That's okay, it's not my fine hammer.
And you paid for the tools, my man.
I paid for it, and I have multiple. I just like the way this hammer feels, so I use it. Had to cool it down. I think we got this thing taken apart. We're getting it loaded, and we're taking it to Salt Lake. We're locked and loaded. Next stop, Kevin's. Sorry, Kevin, but thank you. Thank you for all your help on all of this. It's very much appreciated. It is 10:54. We started disassembling that Rokon at 9:30. That's an hour and 24 minutes. If only it would go together that quick. We have 6 days to get that to sandblasting, to get it back from sandblasting, to get it painted, get it assembled, and leave to head for Hurricane, Utah for the big reveal. So not only for the Golden Nugget, the Golden Nugget trailer, Ed's Rokon, but now we have Matt's Rokon. And he doesn't know this is coming, and neither do any of you. So, shh. Actually, you don't have to keep it a secret because we're not gonna post these videos until after he gets it. We're hoping he's excited. As we said before, we're just super appreciative. All this Golden Nugget stuff is coming to an end. There's hundreds of thousands of you that are so happy we're done milking this cow. But you know what? I'd do it all over again, and I'd do it for no pay again. And I'd take just as long, if not longer. So I've got the full crew with me. Crew of kids. I got Brayden. We call him Lil Bray. We got Riker in the back.
She's not asleep.
She's acting like she's sleeping. Well, that's little Adley. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, now she's awake. We're on our way to take Matt's Rokon. That sounds weird, but that's what it's gonna be. So we're taking Matt's Rokon up to Kevin at Powder Extreme Coatings. I called him up. He said absolutely no problem. He's gonna get it sandblasted for us. We're gonna pick it up on Monday. Today is Friday. Get it back at the shop, get that thing painted, get it assembled. We have until Thursday night to have it completely done, back together, ready to go to Hurricane. Because we're going down for the big reveal. We made it to Powder Extreme Coatings. We're gonna get Matt's Rokon unloaded so that we can get this thing sandblasted. How are you? Just like before, we have one more motorcycle.
Okay.
So, the only thing different than the last one is the exhaust is a little bit bigger and we have a front fender. Okay. So Kevin's gonna get this all blasted for us so we can get it all painted and back together. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it. We're in the Wagoneer today, making a quick trip up to get Matt's parts from the sandblasters. I got Demery with me. We got Lincoln in the back. We'll pick up the parts and we'll be headed back to the shop. All right, so we made it up to Powder Extreme Coatings. This is like the 100th time he's come through and helped us out. They sandblasted this literally, it seems like overnight. As always, they came through. We're gonna take it back to the shop, get it all painted up yellow for Matt. We've got to leave on Thursday so that we can be down for the Golden Nugget reveal. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. We have 2 days to do it. As always, we appreciate it, man.
Glad we can help out.
Like I've said every other time, if you guys have powder coating or sandblasting or Cerakote needs, come and see Kevin at Powder Extreme Coatings. They do an awesome, awesome job. All right, so we made it back to the shop. We're gonna get this stuff all unloaded. We've got to get it cleaned, hung up in the booth, and we've got to get it sprayed. We have to have this done tomorrow. Their sandblasting is like second to none. He calls it white blasting. Anyway, it dang near looks white.
I don't know how much more my hands can hold.
See, he's what you call a pack mule. I'm truly carrying the most weight.
Whatever, all this weighs more than that.
Door's locked.
Arm's a little sore.
He's barely got any weight. I've got the entire bike in my hands.
The frame, I have everything else in my hands.
Dinner's coming in clutch with the stand.
Another one looks like a
Fender's falling.
Fender's falling, jeez. You had one job. He was under the GVW of his hands. I was right at the limit.
Is it GVW or GHW?
GHWR, gross hand weight rating. What is that like?
I was thinking human, but
The GHW on my hands is like 20 pounds. The GHW on his monkey paws is like 120 pounds. So, yeah. I'm figuring out how I'm gonna hang all these parts in the booth so that we can get them painted. They gotta be painted tonight. We have to have this thing assembled by tomorrow. We're losing time. I'm sort of freaking out, but we should be able to make it.
So Kevin and his crew done a really good job at sandblasting this. We just noticed there's a couple little spots that are really hard to see that we need to hurry and hit real fast, and then it'll be completely ready.
I am washing the grease and the dirt and grime from the trail breaker Rokon pieces. Making them so when you go to paint them, they don't fail because of contaminants.
I think that'll work.
Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm heating up the old stickers to take them off so they can be sanded and painted. So the best way to do that is use a heat gun, heat it up, and they peel right off.
At least we hope they peel right off.
You jinxed us.
I mean, they have been on there since '94. I was only 4 years old.
I won.
I found a razor blade. I'm gonna try to get it off and see how the razor blade works. See if it gives us a little bit better peel up. It's coming off in bigger pieces. Heat it up a little bit. Like a glove. Big old piece.
Wiring this down so when I put the fenders on, it doesn't fall. So what I do is wire it to the floor. All right, it's all wired down. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hold my fenders.
Oh no! Well, I didn't save that one. I got right to the end. Sad. I got that one all cleaned off of stickers, and I got 2 more stickers to go. So we'll get them cleaned off and then sanded down and ready to be painted.
Pretty much hanging this all just like we did with Ed's. All right, fenders are hung. Got them all wired. That way I can get under them, above them, and do everything I need to do to get these things yellow. I haven't really decided. I might paint the fenders black. I'll figure that out as I'm painting. But most of the stuff's gonna be yellow. The frame's gonna be yellow, the forks are gonna be yellow, the tank, the fairings, all the parts that go on it, yellow. So I might break it up with a little bit of black. I don't know yet. Don't know what I'm feeling. So you'll just have to see. That will do, donkey. That will do. Ow! All right, so this is where the pull start really screwed up the fiberglass. And given our time restraints, our time constraints, we don't have time to refiberglass this. So I'm gonna do the next best thing, and I'm gonna shave it. And I'm gonna make it appear as if it's fixed. I gotta go in sideways and get my rounded edge. Look at that. You almost can't even tell. Now I'm gonna fix the factory edges. Now we'll just kind of hand sand around it, get that rough edge off, and it's ready to be sanded and painted.
Sanding, sanding, sanding. Whole bunch of sanding.
All right, we need to find some 320 so I can get that roughness off, but look at that. Can't even tell. Picasso, I like it. It's a work of art.
What was that?
All right, so we're just getting everything all waxed and greased. After that, we'll blow tack and static it, and then we're gonna get it all sealed up, get this thing yellow, and get it cleared. I can tack it off and no fuzzies. They do what's called white blasting.
White blast?
Yeah, they blast it white is what they call it, and it just blasts it smoother than a baby's bottom. So this leaves maybe a few little fibers, but when we blow tack and static, it'll come right off. All right, it's time to blow tack and static it, and then we're sealing.
Okay, we're just finishing up the forks, getting them pre-cleaned and ready for Robby to blow tack and stat. We can get her painted yellow.
All right, let's go get the sealer all mixed up and get this thing done. 2 to 1.5. Hey, dinner, what's the ratio?
2 to 1.5.
Sayonara. Gotta wait 30 minutes, let the sealer flash off, and we're going right to the base. Then we're gonna figure out what's gonna go black, what's gonna go yellow.
Yellow, baby.
I would love to ask you guys your opinions, but can't really do that because this is all a surprise, and Matt doesn't know. He knows now. You guys know what time it is? It's time to paint. We're gonna let the sealer flash for 30 minutes, then we're coming back in with our base coat. We're gonna get this thing painted. All right, you guessed it. Yeah, you right there. I'm using the banana yellow. It's a leftover yellow from when I painted Matt's banana. Go back and check out those videos, but oh, look at this. Look at that, look at that. Nice. Here we go. Look at that yellow. So nice and yellowy. We just might have some of this yellow left over. Maybe we ought to do some paint chips for the banana. What do you guys think? If we had enough interest, we could do some banana yellow pieces of paint. Let us know in the comments. Just gonna get it all static controlled real quick. We're not gonna tack it. I don't like to tack really fresh sealer. We'll just static control it and we'll get some color on this. All right, so we got our first coat of everything on. We got all our black and we got all our yellow. We're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes, come back in, get that second coat. We're gonna let dinner go take a little break. I'll bring you guys back in. We'll get our clear on, let that sit for 10 minutes, put our second coat of clear, and then we're off to bed. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. We have one more day. Wish us luck, we got a lot to do. Well, by the time you see this, it'll be done and we'll have made it. It's no big deal. But right now, it's a big deal. Big deal. All right, it's that time. We got all the base coat done. We're gonna get our clear mixed up. 1:09 a.m. We should be home by 2. A little mixy. Get it in the gun and we'll get this thing cleared. So we're gonna blow, tack, and static for the last time this round. All right, we got that first coat of clear on. It's looking awesome. Just a quick and dirty, get this thing painted, give it to Matt type of deal. We're gonna wait 10 minutes, come back in, get the second coat of clear, then we'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. All right, here's the verdict. It is 2:01 a.m. We got it painted. 2 coats of clear. It's looking as good as it's gonna look. He's gonna be cruising this thing around with Ed. Ed's gonna be on his Rokon. They're gonna go to the sand dunes or to the mine or whatever. I need to get some sleep. I gotta be back here at 6:30 in the morning. So it is tomorrow. All right, so as you can see, we got the Rokon all painted. It's out of the booth. I cannot wait to give this thing back to Matt. We got a lot of stuff to do. It's got to cure for a little while. We got the exhaust Cerakoted. It's got to sit for 5 days. As always, we appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.
Hey, got a question. How do you give something back to someone if they haven't even got it the first time?
It's a gift. Then we've got a surprise. We bought Matt a Rokon.